Believes cases are connected and that gang violence may be to blame. As the search for those responsible continues, experts say gang-related crimes are often harder to crack. Time Warner Cable News reporter Litsa Pappas joins us from police headquarters with more information. Litsa.
That's right. I met with a gang violence expert, and she says witnesses are afraid to come forward because they fear they could become victims themselves. Still, CMPD Chief Kerr Putney stood before the community here today, hoping someone will help police solve these crimes.
I expect us to chop the head off the snake of violence that we're confronted with right now.
Stopping the violence is proving more difficult for Charlotte-Mecklenburg police now that Chief Kerr Putney says gangs may be behind the deadly shootings over Labor Day weekend.
There's a definite theme of retaliation and, to be quite frank with you, gang-like behavior.
Dr. Shannon Reed studies gang violence and says the shootings fall into that type of activity.
That is where you get kind of these back and forth really quickly over a short period of time.
In just one weekend, police say 12 people were shot, 5 killed, including a 7-year-old boy. Chief Putney says that child was an innocent bystander celebrating a birthday party when he was caught in the crossfire.
You know, we don't want to lose any lives, but it definitely feels especially tragic when it's, a child.
Although tragic, Reed says the spike in crime doesn't mean gang violence is getting worse.
A bad weekend doesn't necessarily mean a bad year, which doesn't mean, Charlotte's now way more dangerous than it was.
She says smaller street gangs were likely responsible for this weekend's shootings, but it still won't be easy for witnesses to come forward.
It's a very fearful community.
Reed says although it's harder to crack cases related to gangs, she hopes someone will step up, even anonymously, to help police catch whoever is responsible.
Doing that will save lives, hopefully, and help bring justice for the victims.
Chief Putney has also increased the reward to $10,000 for any tips that lead to an arrest in these deadly shootings. Reporting live in Charlotte, Litsa Pappas, Time Warner Cable News.
Again at this time,